The psychology of interdependence. Gentle teaching is more than just a way of serving people with special vulnerabilities. It is the expression of a concept of mankind, in which a central thought is that every human being deeply longs to have the feeling of companionship, and that people who are really connected with each other form strong, loving, and caring communities. This concept on human existence is described by John McGee in what is called the psychology of interdependence. McGee has worked for many years in the slums of Brazil with people who are the poorest of the poor and who were isolated from the rest of the society. There he found deep and warm relationships among these people, and a strong community of people who share their lives and unconditionally help each other. He also saw that, if you really want to help the people in the poor third world countries, you can't do this by imposing values and solutions from the rich countries. You need to build relationships based on equality, and you have to support the potentials of the countries and people themselves. In the U.S., McGee entered the support of people with an intellectual disability. There he was confronted with violence and the domineering behavioristic approach, which focused on controlling people instead of supporting their potentials. To change this, McGee was challenged to translate his experiences from Brazil into an approach for serving people with behavior problems. In the early days of gentle teaching, it was focused very much on helping people with an intellectual disability and severe behavior problems. Later on, gentle teaching developed to a way of care giving for all kinds of people with special vulnerabilities and also for normal people and children in regular schools. The psychology of interdependence and gentle teaching are applicable for everybody. Interdependence. It is good to say some more about the word interdependence. We easily think that we are independent individuals. We are who we are, independent from people around us. In caregiving, it is seen as very important to make the people we serve independent. It is, however, wrong to think that a human being can develop himself independent from others. Everybody is during his life more or less dependent of others. When we look at a functional level, our daily activities, being independent may be a proper goal in life. It will have value for a person if he can take care of his own affairs and care for himself. But even on this functional level, we see that every person sometimes needs the support of others, of the parents when he is a child, from friends when he is an adult, from their children when they get old, or from caregivers when they get sick. Everybody needs the help of others. Nobody is independent. The heart of gentle teaching, safe and loved, Globe Star. When we look at the absolute level of human being, independence is a complete illusion. One can only develop as a human being in relationship to others, because being connected with others is an essence of being human. You develop yourself by learning from other people, especially those you feel a strong connection with. The way you see yourself depends on how you see the others, and on how you think the others see you. You get your self-image mainly out of how others interact with you. In many day activity centers, people have their own task which they have to perform by themselves. Hardly ever you see that tasks are arranged in such a way that it invites people to work together and help each other. The concept behind this is that it's good for your self-esteem to do something by yourself. But it's a wrong concept. By performing a task by yourself, you develop your skills. By working together, you develop yourself. John McGee, Gentle Teaching. Out of a strong self, connected with others, comes the need and strength to develop your own talents. Like a seed in good soil will become a flower. Being a professional. Often the question is asked whether it's professional and good for a caregiver to be personally connected with a person he serves. Our answer is that it's professional to give a person what he needs. If he needs to feel loved and loving, and if he needs to feel related with you, it is professional to give her this. It is not professional to close your eyes for these needs and tell yourself that this doesn't belong to your work. You connect with the person from your heart, but of course you also use your knowledge, skills, and awareness of what you are doing. John McGee, Gentle Teaching. It's also professional to complete the contact with the people you serve before going home at the end of your day. For the persons, this means that you are going, and when you will be back. So you don't just suddenly disappear. You don't do that with you other friends in personal life either. For yourself, completing the contact means that you are aware of what you encountered during the day. If there are unfinished emotional experiences, you face them and discover what they can teach you for the next day. You can do this by taking some time for yourself, being fully aware of your emotions, and calmly let them go. You may also need to talk to a colleague or your team manager about how you feel. By the way, it is an illusion to think that not relating with the people you serve will not set up your emotions. Every contact evokes emotions, and if you don't realize this, and if you don't really deal with these emotions, sooner or later it will break up with you, especially when there are many thrilling interactions at work.